Hey guys, it's Sad Seymour here, and I know it's been a while, but you know, life has been really. Yeah, that's what you get. Yeah. That's what he gets. Don't let this guy. He's just trying to get sympathy from you guys. He failed. He disappointed you guys. Okay, he didn't upload a video in years. Okay, maybe not that long, but you know, don't let him get to you. Okay. Anyways, Seymour here, the real one. That's not sad. I know it's been a while. Okay, but let's get into the episode. So, all right. So episode 3. Don't know why I'm doing that with my hands. Before we really start talking about what I want to talk about, I quickly want to do some shout outs. So shout out to my cousin Omar, just got married. Congrats and good luck with that. And also to my friend from Brazil, Lucas. Just wanted to quickly shout out them because they always give me such good feedback and support. You know, they're always telling me to quit and hey, stop sending me these videos, you're a creep. So yeah, I just really appreciate it. Now that those shout outs are out of the way, let's review last year's episode. I don't remember when I released it. So yeah. So now that you're all caught up, the real question is, how do we go from script to film? And well, I am still trying to figure that out. But the internet says pre-production, so I guess we're gonna dive into that and talk about that. So what's so important about pre-production? I mean, it's everything. You know, you can have a really good script and really good crew, but you know, if you're not really prepared for anything, then it just falls apart, and you end up with a short film called Minuteman.
Boom, roasted.
It's extremely important, and I'll go into more detail about kind of the steps and trying to understand what exactly is pre-production. So, pre-production is the planning process and execution of every task that must take place before production begins. It usually begins once the script is finished. Alright, now that you kind of understand what pre-production is, I want to talk about the steps for pre-production. Here are the pre-production steps. Also, if you like my Nacho Libre case, my cousin does custom designs. Where is the focus? Step number 1, lock shooting script, which means it means essentially like when you have a script that it's not gonna change, like maybe you'll have some dialogue here, but the characters are not changing, you know, and locations aren't changing, because you would hate to do pre-production and then be like, oh, we have a new location or like a new character or something. So that's step number 1. Number 2, finalize budget. So how much is this film gonna cost, homie? You know, let's look at the numbers. So set design, you renting anything? Are you paying anyone? Stuff like that, I guess. Form a business entity. Hire key production crew. Your director, your cinematographer, your producer. Your producer is literally so important. They're like the key part in your pre-production process. So do it. Your art director, your key grip. But yeah, just like the main roles, be important to include them in all the pre-production aspect of it. So yeah, break down the script. Also, what is that noise? So that means turning words into props or turning words into clothing or other stuff. So if your script says man with glasses and swim shorts, you know, your job to, as you break down the script, is to highlight those and be like, we need glasses and we need swim shorts, you know, and then your art director or costume designer can take care of like what type of glasses and what type of swim shorts, what color, blah 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 blah, all that stuff. But yeah, so just breaking down pretty much everything you see on your script. Storyboarding. So that you just make words into images, you know, be like, man walks past car. And then you're drawing this man walking past the car. But how are you drawing it, you know? Like, where are you shooting it from? What angle? And that's really good to have on set in case you need to refer back to it and be like, oh, right, you know, this is kind of a shot that we want. It's also good to show your crew what you want in this shot. Like, it's really hard to describe a shot when you could just be like, look at this image.
Look at this graph.
It's a pushing shot and you're up here, you know. Location scout. So go around and see if different locations fit your script, right? If your script includes a pool, you know, go check out some pools. Casting. Go on casting websites and audition people. So Backstage is really good. SAC casting is okay, but you know, it's what's in the area. You probably make like a call sheet, not a call sheet, an audition sheet. I forget what they're called. Post it on Facebook or different Facebook groups that are like around the area, I guess, for acting. So there's a lot of resources for that. Art department prep. Yeah, so you just, I guess you're just prepping with the art department about the aesthetic of the film and colors and all this other stuff. Paperwork stuff, so any contracts that you need, location contracts or actors contracts, you know, you don't want to get sued, so. And then it says create a shooting schedule. So, create a shot list, create a shooting schedule. I guess those are different.
What you say?
Find crew. So this is like, who's in charge of crafty and who's gonna boom or whatever, you know, kind of these roles that they are very important actually, but they're not important to pre-production. Like, they don't have to be there at the beginning of the process to understand anything, but they are very pivotal in making the film and the crew happy. So create a shot list, which is pretty much like your shooting schedule, sort of. It's a list of the shots that you're gonna get, and it has descriptions of whether it's a wide and what equipment you need and what type of movement is there and some notes. So it goes well with your storyboards because, you know, there's like a description of the shot and what you need and what lenses or equipment. And then you can be like, oh, what does this shot look like? And go to your storyboard. And it's really good for you as a director, cinematographer. It's also really good for your crew to understand where you're at. So yeah. Pre-production meeting. So this is like a tech scout, I guess, or just in general, talking to crew. You're kind of closer to production, so you want to talk about any questions that they have, or I don't know, other things. But it also means like going to your locations and like just looking at the light that's there and how many outlets, or, you know, is there a humming sound anywhere, and just like observing the space and trying to figure out what to prep for. You know, where's Crafty gonna go? Where's the camera crew gonna set their stuff up? Where's sound, you know? So looking at all that is probably pretty important. Film equipment rentals. So if you're renting out equipment, then you should rent those out before production and get adjusted to whatever equipment you're using. Play around with it, you know. Jonathan and I didn't really do that, and in that order. We kind of did everything at the same time, which was a mess for the most part. That was the problem, that Jonathan and I, we had good ingredients for our steak, but we just had never really cooked a steak, you know? Well, we have. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Point is, we've never produced, so it was really difficult for us, and we were learning. So at the end, we didn't get to really focus on the creative aspect of it. So that was tough, because, you know, thesis is all about, you know, being creative and showing how creative you are and whatnot, and telling your story. But I feel like a lot of seniors get wrapped up in producing, just because like they're the only ones that are gonna pour blood and sweat and tears into this. So just find a producer or start pre-production really early and get on top of it, because it's gonna kick you into booty if you don't. So yeah. Anyways, if you've made it this far, thank you. If you haven't, screw you.